Hey, it's Danielle, and this is Sassy Stuff. And today we are looking at the top 3 quarterbacks, and we want to know what actors would play those top 3 quarterbacks in a story about their lives.
So who do you got first? All right, so let's go through the top 3 quarterbacks. I think you and I can both agree that we're probably talking about, in no particular order, so don't come after us in the comments. We're probably coming after Jackson Dart here, Quinn Ewers, and let's throw in Carson Beck, right? So let's start with Carson, all right? Carson Beck, quarterback for Georgia. Who do you have him playing? Who's playing him in a film version?
Okay, this star is very popular right now, and a lot of the girls like him as well. But Jeremy Allen White.
Yes, chef.
From The Bear. So a lot of people know him now off of that show. They knew him off of Shameless. And I think they have a similar look. They both got the blue eyes going, kind of like this dirty blonde hair. And he's a phenomenal actor. There's only one problem, and that Jeremy Allen White in real life is only 5'7". So they might have to do some movie magic, make him a little bit taller, but I think he's a solid voice.
Okay. I you know what? There's no arguments there. We'll just go with that. I think that's a pretty solid choice. All right, let's move on to our friends over at Ole Miss, right? So let's talk about young Jackson Dart. Who do you see playing Jackson in this particular film version of his life?
Okay, well, this actor also has a connection to Jeremy Allen White, and a lot of people might not know who this is, but his name is Harris Dickerson. And both Harris Dickerson and Jeremy Allen White starred in a movie called Iron Claw, and that is a wrestling film about the Von Erichs. And if you look up Harris Dickerson in this film, he kind of has this like shaggy blonde hair. And I think he just would really fit the look of Jackson Dart. So
okay. And that movie, The Iron Claw, that's where they're the 3 brothers who are allergic to shirts, right?
Well, every wrestler is allergic to shirts, but
fair
yes.
Enough. Okay, no, that's fair. All right, so we can move on now to our Texas quarterback, our Quinn Ewers, yes. 3rd-year starting quarterback. Who do we see playing young Quinn in the story of his life?
I feel like there's only one correct choice here, and that is Matthew McConaughey. We got to go with a Texas guy who's also an amazing actor to play Quinn Ewers. So obviously we know their age doesn't really match up, but I think they can make it work. And
I reckon if we're shoehorning Jeremy Allen White into Carson Beck, we can de-age McConaughey a couple of decades to throw him in to Quinn Ewers. That's great. I think that's a legitimate list. That's a completely legitimate list. Mine is far more narrow. I think if you're going to have a Carson Beck, a Quinn Ewers, a Jackson Dart, there is one actor purely for his versatility, and I'm going to go with Denzel Washington.
King Kong ain't got on me.
I think that man can play anything. I would just throw him in there. You're going to get it's an instant Academy Award. Tell me it's not. And that way you automatically know that, like, hey, I'm going to come into this with some energy, some authenticity. I think it's great. I think we're going to have Denzel play all 3 men.